Well, so we have to do a review of the newspapers. Through it all, you can get interactive. Facebook JoyNews on TV, and you can also watch us live through a regular channel on YouTube, My Joy Online TV. Myself, Mapitso. I've been joined by Kofi and Joseph Akable.
Good morning, Roland.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Great.
I hope you're doing well, man.
I'm doing well. Yeah, I did very fine.
Yeah. We're just playing a song, new song.
Yeah.
Kim Promise, song titled CCTV.
Yeah.
I think it's a well-written song.
Yeah,
happy to listen to it.
I think you're a romantic. You love the romance part.
No, I mean, he's talking about
because, I know, but the guy has a soothing voice, telling God that,
well, actually, it's Mugi's parts of the song that actually hits me.
That hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
you've
not
diverted.
what you are
You diverted.
Maybe for maps, maybe King Promise.
Listen, I just loved the visuals.
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed the visuals.
It's an everyday activity of people, what they go through and why they should be thankful to God for. Yeah. And the motivation we had this morning was on showing gratitude for the gift we have from God.
What's one thing you're grateful for?
For life.
For life.
Same.
For life.
I'm always grateful that I have life. There are people in hospitals.
That's true.
Who are on the hospital bed this morning. There's somebody having an accident right now as we speak, somewhere in the country or in the world, and that person will not have the gift of life. And I always thank God for the gift of life. That's the most important. Once you're healthy, you can do everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
God is on CCTV.
You know, right?
Of course.
You know, right?
Yeah,
you're sharp. You're sharp. You wanted to do daily guide? No, not daily guide. Daily graphic.
Daily graphic.
We always do daily graphic. Let's give respect to opinion.
Okay, so let's go to Daily Graphic, and the top story is anger mounts over Tamale clash, and that story is on page 3. So Parliament summons Defence, Interior Ministers and Regional Minister sets up committee to investigate. So that story is on page 3. Let's see if we can get a bit of it. So Parliament, at the sitting of Parliament yesterday, both the majority and minority condemned the clash, saying it was a recipe for insecurity and disaster. And the attack, armed soldiers reportedly attacked some policemen at various duty points in the Tamale metropolis last Wednesday. So that's the story on page 3. And others is page 16. Police hinders payment of dividends by large-scale miners, and BOG urged to protect local banks, and that's on page 16.
Let's do that. Okay, for that story about the anger mounts over Tamale clash.
Yeah.
We have been told that a committee has been set up by the police and the military. They are setting it up in every area or every region where you have military in operation. So when there's a military base in that area or a military camp of a sort, they need to form that committee to ensure that the two groups work closely. So when there's any disagreement, I mean, they try to resolve it.
So what, when they are closer, you mean their two bases are closer?
So assuming there is a region, because you don't often have the military spread across every part of the country. So when there's a place where they have a base, it's appropriate, they have, obviously police people will definitely be there. So they have a joint committee set up. But the question that people are asking is that there's a case where soldiers have gone to brutalize someone. So it's a crime that has been committed. So they expect the soldiers to be saying that we will hand over those who engage in that crime to the law enforcement agency, that is the police officers, to process them for court, not the case of setting up a committee to...
For me, I don't think that the soldiers need to... Latif Idris, still, the police can find their own, so there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, you think they can't find their own in this case?
Well, they haven't been able to identify, so I'm not sure the soldiers who can identify.
I feel
when you set a good precedent, that's what people will follow. And I think what the police did was awful with Latif Idris' case. They still can't find the culprit. So
I hope I'm not getting a sense you are justifying the attack.
I'm not justifying. I'm saying that it's an unjustified attack, but I'm not sure the military are going to give up their own. Just like the police also have that same attitude. So I don't know.
Let's see how.
But there are two security agencies, so I'm sure they'll sort themselves out. They should. So you're saying that even in Accra, where we have a military and a police base,
they should set up a committee. That's
and in Takrady the same, because there's a base there.
Yeah.
Sir, Sunyani, there's a base there. Kumasi.
That is what the joint statement signed by Agrikwashi and ACP.
Individuals go and clash. They should just introduce or instill some discipline in the two. And I'm sure that internally they will take some actions.
They should.
The military always do that. Well, you have some backpage stories.
Okay, so let's go to the back of the Daily Graphic. Road works commence in Ashanti. So reconstruction of major roads in the Kumasi metropolis and other parts of the Ashanti region has commenced. About 30 kilometers of roads in the metropolis, especially in the Mahinya and Bantama areas, are being built there. Okay, so those are your backstories on the Daily Graphic. We also have Telogana constructs assembly hall for half Asini SHS. So, plus we're talking about the roads. So it's good that they're working on them in the Ashanti region, yeah.
Well, and we know that this, we have the roads in Minsha, Bantama areas.
Yeah.
Well, we're told that the Asantehene or Minsha in itself, that's where we have the palace of the Asante Kingdom.
Yeah, and
the king of Asante himself feels that development is not going well, or had not been going well until there was a meeting.
And also they're saying that the roundabouts...
The president went to visit him, and swiftly we've had action. Do we have any other prominent king apart from the Tufa around?
Oh, the Ochihene, like he's
apart
called.
from the Ochihene.
The Domahini, there are quite a number of them. The Domahini, Osiadi, or Ajimambedu II.
Can you all say something? So the president will visit them. Vote to be done immediately.
Our presidents, I mean, not just this one, they respect the chiefs. It's no doubt. So we are told on the front page of Daily Guide that the president is touring the Bonafo region. We know for a fact that the first port of call will definitely be to meet the traditional council. So they really respect them.
They revere them.
Yes, and they will definitely...
We all do, right?
Yeah.
They will definitely make demands of them when they meet them. That's why they announced the ban and people are respecting it.
One thing I do love, though, about chieftains, especially in your country, South Africa, the chiefs tend to marry beautiful women.
Really, Roland? That's what stands out for you?
Yeah,
I think that's what makes chieftaincy in Africa great. Charlie, what else are you?
You've dreamt of being a chief in the past, yeah?
No.
A chief in South Africa, picking one of those women.
I don't come from a royal blood, royal line. There's no way, nobody.
No, it doesn't bar you from dreaming. I'm asking for a dream.
No, I don't have to dream because I know I'm not a royal. Like the the royals, those who are born the royalty. They are leaders before they are born.
I see.
So.
Well, double salary saga, ex-minister's accounts revealed is also being reported by the Daily Guide.
What does it say, really?
So the story has to do with, so they've identified their employment number for each of the persons involved and how much they were receiving for their salary.
It's all being stated in the
It's all being stated. So if you pick Haruna Idrisu, it says his employment number was 712534 and the net salary was about 8,099 cedis. With some few pesos on top. So it goes on for the others too. Alassane Azong, his employee number was 712536, was taking a monthly net salary of 8,160 cedis. So it goes on for the others in terms of employment number and how much they are receiving. So it appears the Daily Guide is very interested in this story. But more importantly, I'm surprised that up until now, we've not heard anything officially from the police. They've said like nothing at all. Not
the
even. Police. Yes, if not...
No, those statements by the boss. Is it Tiwa? Is it Tiwa?
That was at the very initial...
Is it called Tiwa Kufado?
Tiwa Adudankwa. It was at the very initial stages that they said
when they were
investigating.
That's when she came to clarify.
The first time. Since then, they've not told us how far they've gone with investigations.
Do they have to?
I think this we are talking about people's representatives. These are not any ordinary people. These are top guys. I mean... MPs, the minority leader.
But we're top guys, so only we're not politicians.
When they're investigating, they need to inform us too.
Yeah, anyway.
But
what would they investigate you for? A salary?
Definitely not double salary. But President fulfills Kumasi Road's promise also on the front page. And MP rescues Mahama School. Is that story Manasseh reported some days back about a school that students have to walk many kilometers in order to get to school because the school is located far from the community. The MP, we are told, has bought a bus for them. I don't know whether the bus will be enough to convey all the students.
But is that not why? Is that not why we have schools and the state has to make sure that we provide the means by which they travel? And for me personally, that argument about the schools being situated far off from the community, it's neither here nor there.
It's a bit problematic. This is a community day school.
Yes.
So it's purely day. So if it's too far off, like this one Manasseh reported of. It means that I'm wondering how the school on its own.
There are many day schools that I grew up knowing. For example, in Tema, we had Chemu.
Yeah.
Chemu, senior secondary school. It used to be secondary school. Chemu Secondary School. It's a day school. Of course, it's within an urban neighborhood, so that's cool. But there were people who walked from Ashaiman to Chemu or something and would really complain. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, some of the schools and the structures they've had have been around for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So communities will rather grow around those schools. That's what I think. So if there are no means of transporting, then we have to find means of transporting them. I mean, I don't know.
I agree. Communities are likely to spring up.
Yeah, around the schools.
That's true.
Because,
that's true.
I don't know. Sometimes the way we tend to, anyway, politicize everything, sometimes
it doesn't help much.
Because of MPP, NDC. Anyway, so
Royal Wedding,
I'm told you're flying this evening. That's a good thing about it. I love the way you laugh sheepishly.
let me tell you what's in the papers.
London,
hopefully, spiritually, I'll be attending.
That's right.
The wedding.
Charlie, when it's 10 p.m. today, we'll put you. We'll comatose you. Put you in comatose. So that you can
all
fly there.
eyes will be on the American actress Meghan Markle as she walks down the aisle tomorrow to marry Prince Harry at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, UK. So Her Majesty the Queen has granted permission for the wedding to take place at the chapel several months ago. It goes on to say that the royal family has also paid for the wedding. That is
the way you're even reading the thing. I know that you won't go to the UK.
Yeah,
because you're reading UK story. The accent, British accent should be there.
Should be there.
Oh, you say for coffee party, now to me ham
you want to take a drink? You can try.
Oh no, me, I'm not going. I'm not going, so I don't want to try.
And then, so who wins MTN Heroes of Change?
Yeah, it's also been asked there. The grand finale of the season 4 will also be taking place, and they're asking who wins that. But
and we have tickets here.
Okay.
Tickets here, so people can call in right now. We're opening phone lines. We're distributing 6 tickets. So when we're reviewing the newspapers, it's the MTN Heroes of Change. They were having the grand finale. A number of shortlisted people: Emmanuel Aferianobel, Sewa Kweno, Naomi Esia Kwamwa, Prince Odro Williams, Aisha Fuseni, Dr. Jifade, Josephine Agbonete, as well as Linado's man Kunda Irebo, and Dr. Quincy Atipo, and Reverend Mrs. Sanato Nangtoma. And all of them nominees, they're all featuring the MTN Heroes of Change. It is the Accra International Conference Center. Just in case you'll be in Accra this weekend, please let us know so that you can attend. And it's on the 18th of May 2018. And we've opened the phone lines as we're doing the newspapers. It's only for 6 calls. It's not for you to comment about MPP and DC and what government is doing, government is not doing. It's only for MTN Heroes of Change. So we have 6 tickets. Please, let's do reviews. So call in. The phone lines will be displayed on the screen. Call us and let us know when you can attend, how you can collect your tickets, and we'll give them to you. Our producers also will be speaking to you on that. Okay, so have you looked at all the stories on the center spread?
Yes, there is just one more about an apology to Ernesto Poku over the attack coming from Adoma FM.
Okay.
And back to good health, Kumegeta presents temperature. We told that just days after being discharged from the hospital, Kumegeta has put together what sounds like another quality work from his stable. What sounds like, I like that. The author is not sure.
Do you know that song?
I've not heard it.
Because CCTV just came like barely 24 hours. We know it. So
yeah,
you know Kumegeta's temperature.
No.
All right. So
maybe he has to do more.
You say, yeah.
But the Ghanaian Times says IGP films at military police clash, vows to stop unprofessional conduct. There's a photograph of Asante Apietu, the Inspector General of Police, and Parliament summons Defence Interior Ministers over police military clash. So still on that story, more on that story again. Ghanaian Times, high-powered delegation dispatched to Tamale, and President begins 3-day tour of the Bonahafo region, and that has to do with the president wanting to reach out there and ensure that people get to interact with him and inspect various projects ongoing in the country. Last year he toured all 10 regions of the country, and we are told that is what he's continuing with this year.
Okay.
Yeah. World Telecoms and Information Society, they observed this also on the back page, and Aboso Goldfields boost cocoa production in Prestia, Huni Valley, also on the back page of the Ghanaian Times.
As we continue to do that, Mapiso will be doing the final, but before Mapiso prepares, we have to tell you that the MTA Heroes of Change will be taking place on the 18th of May, 2018, from 6:30 p.m. at the Accra International Conference Center, and MTN are requesting the pleasure of good people like you and I, but it's all for our audience. I already have a ticket, so we have 6 more available in the studio. We have the numbers on the screens. Please call and let us and let us know what you think. Now, we also have some announcement to make. It's been a formal statement, Joseph. LPG operators, Ghana LPG Operators Association. They said they're going on a strike from, is it from Monday?
From Monday.
Yeah.
They're unhappy about how government wants to roll out the cylinder recirculation model. They have been trying to engage the ministry for some time now. It appears they are not getting the kind of response that they want. You know that they will be greatly affected when this policy begins in earnest, apart from the fact that some of them may be put out of business. They want to be assured of what kind of role they'll be playing in the entire chain in terms of how.
And that's why they've called for the nationwide strike. Well, so that's why we have on the line Nanaba Collins Oseitu. He is the national organizer for Ghana LPG Operators Association. Good morning to you, Nanaba.
Good morning.
And your main reasons for the strike action are what?
It's very simple. We want our concerns to be addressed. That's all.
That's not too simple. There are a lot of households, a lot of users of LPG that depend on the product. And so for you to close your outlet, it also means that the whole country is going to suffer.
We know the expectation Ghanaians are going to when we start on a strike. And whatever we are doing now is the interest of other Ghanaians. We have great concerns on this particular policy. The effect Ghanaians are going to face when this policy is rolled out.
But let's be realistic here. How can you be advocating an initiative or perhaps a protestation in the interest of ordinary consumers that you serve?
We are not advocating our interest. On the other hand, what we are seeing is the cylinder circulation policy.
Well, we're having some breaks in the line. We'll call you back, Nanaba. But Joseph, it means that from Monday, households are not going to get LPG for refills at the various outlets, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't they have negotiated or perhaps a better dialogue with the committee?
We know of persons who occupy government offices that the kind of language they hear and understand clearly sometimes is strike. I mean, I recall more than 3 months ago, they wrote letters to the ministry. They complained that the minister was not responding to their letters. They were even asking for meetings. They were not being granted those meetings. So you can understand why they would want to strike. And I'm sure that is why he's talking to us now as he's engaging us. Whoever is doing the listening, whoever is watching from the corridors of power, you should be able to move in quickly and meet them to ensure that we don't face the possible situation that you're talking about come Monday.
Ever used LPG before?
No. I'm electricity.
Yeah, you like
I'm for electricity because I don't trust it. I'm not certain about it. You understand? It may leak. I'm for electricity.
You're too afraid.
I'm too afraid. Yeah, let me just say that I'm too afraid. Yeah.
You use gas at home, right?
Yeah.
You don't have shortages for now.
No.
I hope that the gauge of your cylinder is okay.
By hearing them again, I mean tomorrow is Saturday. The strike is
a bachelor. So you don't have to get worried. You just go to somewhere, go and buy food and eat. So we again have Nanaba on the line. Nanaba.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, please.
So I asked a question. How can you be serving the interests of your consumers or your customers, knowing that what you're doing is self-serving? It's all for your interest, really?
No, it's definitely not for our own interest, but for the interest of ordinary Ghanaians. because the price they used to buy today will be increased multiple.
How is that?
The price of the product will shoot up.
How? Why? How?
Your call has been put on hold. Please wait. Your call has been put on hold. Please wait.
Well, sorry. The line's playing some tricks on that. So
Yeah.
So, but the analogy they're trying to draw is that the price. Though it means they will have to do incremental price adjustments.
I don't really get how it works out necessarily, because what we've been explaining. So the only expectation, perhaps, in terms of the increment in price may not be coming from their end, is because this time around you only be going for refills. So you take an empty cylinder to pick one that already has the LPG in it. So maybe I guess that is what he's talking about. It's being initially expensive because you have to purchase. It's more like the bottles, the various drinks. You have to have the bottle in order to buy
the bottled water.
the bottle.
Or let's say any other beverage.
Any other beverage, yes. You need to have
Instead of it being
a case that you just take it and go and fill it.
dispose of.
Yes, that is the difference, and that is what can affect.
But let's
it.
take a call from one of our viewers who is calling through the number. Please, you can call. The number will be on your screen very soon. It's the MTN Heroes of Change. We're giving out 6 invites, and so we want to make sure that all of you who will be in Accra the weekend, you are getting it. Alhaji Awal. Alhaji Awal, good morning. Alhaji. Alhaji, good morning.
Good morning.
You're calling us from Asaman Kese.
Yeah, I'm calling from Asamike.
How's the Ramadan going?
It's going good.
Okay. Please stay tuned on the show. We're going to have a Muslim cleric who is going to give us some education also on what needs to be done. Maybe not necessarily by you, but all Muslims really, especially those who will be taking part in the Ramadan. Now we want to give out a ticket to you. We want to know how you can come and collect it, so our producers will speak to you. But do you know anybody who does good around your community?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next time there's the MTN Heroes of Change, make sure you nominate that person, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Alhaji, our producers will speak to you. Alhaji Awal calling us from Asaman Kese, Asaman. All Asaman folks, good morning to all of you. Wise Agbovi is calling us from Kete. Good morning to you, Wise. Kete Krachi, okay. So Wise Agbovi is calling us from Kete Krachi. Good morning to you, Wise.
Yes, please. Good morning.
Good morning. Will you be in Accra this weekend?
Come again.
Good morning to you.
Yes, please.
Okay. Do you know you're calling in because of the MTN Heroes of Change grand finale?
Yes, please. I'm calling because of the MTN.
Okay, so we have a ticket available for you, so you can have pass by or let somebody come for it at our front desk here at Kokomilemle. And it's the MTN Heroes of Change. It's taking place on the 18th of May 2018 from 6:30 p.m. at the Accra International Conference Center.
Okay. I'm very grateful.
Great. Now, let's also speak to Isaac Mensah. Isaac Mensah, you're calling us from Wager.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, Roland. Isaac.
Good morning, Roland.
You were not affected by the rains yesterday, were you?
Yes, I was not affected.
Oh, great. Isaac Mensah, we want you to be part of the MTN Heroes of Change. We're giving you a ticket to be part of that great initiative. A number of people have been nominated. They are part of the grand finale, so they will be assessed, and then a winner will be chosen at that event. And it's all about doing good. We hope that as you come for the ticket from our front desk, you also be doing good to somebody throughout the rest of the year, right?
Exactly. Thank you.
Isaac Mensah, good morning to you. Thanks for calling through. And Paul Wugbe, good morning to you. Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Roland. How are you?
I'm fine. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Accra.
Accra is big, oh.
Very big. Tabora.
Tabora. Which part of Tabora?
Tabora Junction.
Okay. All right. So we're giving you a ticket, Paul. We have the MTN Heroes of Change is taking place at the Accra International Conference Center. It's on the 18th of May. You're free that day, right?
Yes.
please make sure that you come to the front decks of our studios and make sure that you collect it. So it's just this evening from 6:30 p.m. Make sure you come and participate. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Paul. And do good to somebody. It's all about doing good. Okay, so that'll be it for now. Now let's do the finder.
All right, so let's go to the finder. The front page, BOG to pay Sipton switch, and that story is on page 2. As it has built 3 switch centers in Accra and Kumasi. We've got a picture of Dr. Ernest Addison, governor of BOG, and Mr. Peter Denzel Lawson, CEO of Sipton. And one from Dr. Muhammad Bamia. He says, Muslims are urged to use Ramadan to rededicate themselves to Allah. And story on page 5, health workers forced to use canteen as a weighing space. Another story on page 5 is Kumasi Road rehabilitations begins, and police military to sanction errant officers in Tamale brawl.
Okay, as you continue, we have Emmanuel Ansa. Emmanuel Ansa, you're calling us from Latebia Koshi.
Yes, please.
Please
Emmanuel
come
Akoto.
for a ticket. The MTN Heroes of Change is second place this evening at the Accra International Conference Center. It's from 6:30 p.m. We want you to participate.
Yes,
Emmanuel. So, pass through. You know our studios, don't you?
Yes, please.
We're at Kokomemle.
Kokomleme, yes.
Okay. So, what good do you do to people around you? I mean, have you done something worthy of notes, so that next year, when we have the next round of MTN Heroes of Change, we can nominate you?
Actually, I'm a civil servant, and I'm also in charge of estate. So, yeah, we are looking at the goodwill of the people in accommodation. You know, finding ways for people to sleep in Accra is difficult, and then that's why we are working. We are finding out. So, we are hoping to do more next year.
Charlie, you're great. Yes. You're great. You really do good to people.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Emmanuel Ansa, Latebia Okoshi, please come for the tickets. Attend that event for us.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a last one. From Odumase, we're getting a call from Moses Kweku. Which of the Odumases in Ghana, please?
Yes, please. Yes.
Moses, good morning. Moses? Odumase Krobo.
I'm talking from Odumase Krobo.
Oh, Aocha Ongasaminya.
Fine. If I'm being a Samina, in a channel Odumase Krobo.
Oh, Jan. Oh, okay. Mochun. If Papa, Omahamo, 1 ticket of MTN Heroes of Change Invitational call Omaya Accra International Conference Center, just to be an attendee. Oh, Omaya Maba, what front desk in here?
Yeah.
Oh, anytime from now. If you can come now, I think we'll be happy. Okay.
Okay. No problem.
I'll pay just Bokwano this evening. The 18th of May. Today is 18th. So 6:30 p.m. we want you to come to that event, but before then you should come to our front desk here and collect the ticket at Accra International Conference Center. Okay. Okay, so we're taking a last call. I hope that we haven't given more tickets out because we seem to be receiving the calls. I'm wondering. Muftao Isa.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, good morning. You're calling us from Salaga. I'm wondering how you can come for this.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning, Muftao.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, happy Ramadan.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Well, okay. You ate some chuzafi this dawn?
Yeah, good morning.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, so we're giving out a ticket to you. Anybody who you have nominated?
Yeah, my brother will be coming.
Your brother will be coming for it. Good. So just send a proxy. Accra International Conference Center is an event venue. It's this evening, 6:30 p.m. Please make sure that your brother comes for the ticket this morning so that you can attend, okay? Well, thank you very much. We have to continue. But the thing about the Simpton deal, and now we're being told that They said there will not be any liabilities once the contract is cancelled.
Well, the company is unhappy about how government went about it, and that is why.
Because they have a contract, right?
Yes, they had a contract. They had a contract which has been abrogated, we are told. So that is what they are trying to.
I'm sure the
some legal
government,
action.
maybe through the Bank of Ghana, feels that they can offset that whatever liabilities that may come out of.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. All right.
The last one will be the BNFT that says cocoa oil revenues to support trade balance in 2018 and break up the central bank's role is coming from Frank Eduhase, an economist, and woodworkers lament shortage of timber, dwindling market share. So that is it for the BNFT. Back page, farmers worried about low rainfall up north and 60 million cedi available for youth in startups. Also be reported by the BNFT.
Well, that'll be good. Well, thank you. Joseph Akable, we hope that you're going to have a good day today, hopefully.
And enjoy the weekend as well.
Yes. You're not coming to work, are you?
No.
That's great. Wow. Elvis Kwashi is a great manager. Giving a journalist a weekend off.
You don't always have it off. I mean, we rotate it. So.
Okay. So it just happens to be that this Saturday and Sunday
I'm coming the next one, so it's not a me.
Well, you're coming to work this weekend?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to rest.
You're going to rest?
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I guess we can rest. We can rest.
Yeah, we can rest.
All of us can rest.
Yeah.
Well, please get interactive throughout the rest of the show because Bernard Gitozu is here with the latest sports stories. And, well, he's wearing Liverpool and Selwyn is wearing Manchester United. I should have been wearing Chelsea. I love Chelsea. But they'll bring it to us the latest sports stories. But in the meantime, we have to take a break. We hope that you enjoyed. We'll be right back.